Welcome again. I'm sitting in my office. Welcome to the episode 13 of my video series highlighting my book that I've channeled through the collective consciousness known as The Council. And this book is called 7 Universal Truths, The Path to Peace and Prosperity. And please share this video with anyone that you think may enjoy the content or anyone who is looking to manifest more of the life that they are living. As I left off in the last video, I highlighted that I had fallen in love with my BFF of 35 years, and we had just spent our first weekend together, which was absolutely transcendent. Finding out that I had never been in love before at the age of 50-something years old. So, as I had mentioned before, he and I had this very intense and very intimate relationship for all these years, be it platonic. But, as I had highlighted before, I saw the good, the bad, the ugly. Going all the way back to our early days, young college students, I saw that he was so vulnerable and that he was so incredibly loyal, so sensitive, and the brooding type. So that was my foundational experience with him. And through the course of 35 years, I had been predominantly away from California. Although we had a very, very close-knit group of friends from UC Berkeley, we all maintained a pretty close-knit group because it was such a unique experience to most of us African American students that attended that university. We made up less than a percentage of the school, and it was like white knuckling it the whole way. Many of us came in with deficits as far as our academic experience, many of us coming from the inner city of Los Angeles and other places, but inner city schools. So, many of those schools did not have the same curriculums as our counterparts who were there, who were not minorities. So, we had to come up, make up our deficits, plus compete. And let me say that many of us were badasses and did exactly that. But the experience was unique to us in that way. And I know I worked 3 jobs to get myself through college. So it was really baptism by fire, and it bonded us. So I saw that aspect of him at his essence. But having gotten married and I had moved away and was gone most of the almost 30 years, I was not involved in his life in an integral way, yet we always maintained good contact. And I would come to find out that there were things that happened in his life that really shifted him, that maybe I didn't fully appreciate, even though we talked about everything. But me not being immersed in his life, I missed some of that would really plague our relationship in a big way. He went through some stuff. I remember that, and this is a funny story, even when we were at college students at Berkeley, he was pre-med. Well, actually, he went to graduate school. He's a dentist, but had to take all those pre-med classes. And I remember the very first time that he was in chemistry or something like this, and all of our kids know this story and have laughed through the years about it, that, he was, most of us coming out of high school were pretty smart kids, even though we had to come up and make up some deficits. And he was pretty cocky, and the professor wrote up on the board the configuration of the grading scale, right? And somebody got a 3. Somebody on that midterm got a 3, and him in all of his cockiness, oh, look at that, dumbass, got a 3. So he treks down to go and get his blue book. He picks it up and looks at it. All that shit that he was talking, all that shit, his ass was the 3. My kids know this story. Most of our friends' kids know this story. We've got so many of those stories from Cal that So to my kids, he was uncle, and he went on to dental school, and the trials and tribulations did not stop there. He shows up to register in dental school. The registrar tells him, sir, you're short a half a credit. We can't enroll you. Now this man, I'm being a dentist. To everybody, right? Half unit short. His ass can't register. They referred him to the local junior college to go take organic chemistry or whatever that was that he needed that half unit for. He had to go take the whole damn course all over again. He went into intramurals and he would call me saying, I am laying folks out on this turf. I'm taking out all my frustrations. Humbling experience. He had some other ones though, his daughter, I remember his daughter was born prematurely. I mean, really premature. She was a pound. I think she was born at around 5 months. And I remember talking to him then. And oh my God, I still remember the love that man had for his baby girl that was born. This is what I mean about there's a certain nurturing quality to him that I had always grown to appreciate, and sensitivity that I found to him to be a walking dichotomy, actually, because here he is, this real macho, big, muscular guy, carrying some wounds, though, because he was always rebuffed by women in high school that looked like me. In our African-American culture, sometimes we can have some colorism stuff going on, and he was a dark-complected black man. And so I remember even in college that he would not speak to certain looking types of girls, wouldn't give them the satisfaction of his attention. So he carried a bit of a chip on his shoulder and what I would refer to as brown boy issues. So knowing that and knowing that he didn't hold on to that with me because I very much showed him something different, but I would come to understand that he would have a hard time trusting just how much I loved him and being able to receive it. Stay tuned for the next episode.